Just look at this beautiful baby girl.
Yep, it's a girl.
Do you know how I can tell? All of these bright red berries.
But does this mean that all plants are male and female, individually? Let's find out. Good day. It is great to see all your smiling faces. Kyle here from Not So Hollow Farm, and we're gonna talk about male and female plants. And is there really a difference? The answer is yes. Shocking, right? All these years, you just thought your plants just kind of did their own thing. There's no way that there's like a gender between them. They just got pollinated and had flowers and just kept growing. But man, there are actually plants that have individually male or female differences. But the truth is, there's only a few plants that are actually like this, and they are what's known as dioecious. 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 Dioecious is from the Greek. The Greek origins, meaning two houses, that at least two plants are needed for pollination because two plants are individually separate, male or female. Without the male plant nearby, the female plant will not get pollinated properly and will not produce fruit or seeds. Man, these berries are so beautiful. I wonder if they're edible. No, they're not edible. Do not eat winter berries. On the contrary, there is what's known as monoecious. Now going back to the Greek origins of the word, it means one house, meaning everything is under one roof for proper pollination and propagation. In scientific terms, that means that the male, staminate, and the female, pistillate or carpellate, parts of the flower are present in one plant. That monoecious plants have flowers that are perfect. Dioecious plants, on the other hand, are known as having flowers that are imperfect. There are either male flowers on a plant or female flowers on a plant. So knowing this, I think your dioecious plants, if you have any, could use a little extra encouragement. Maybe something a little bit like this.
I hear they've been saying mean things about you, that you're imperfect, but I think you're perfect, just the way you are. Beautiful.
So now you may ask the question, which plants are actually dioecious? Well, here at Not So Hollow Farm, we focus on native North American plants. So I'm only going to talk about those. There are many different kinds, but we're going to focus on the native plants that we carry. First, we have the winterberry. This great example that we already talked about. All are native willows, spicebush, even sumac, ash, poplar, eastern red cedar. So what do you need to know about planting a dioecious species? Well, the first, in order for them to produce fruit, you're going to need both male and females present. They will need to be pollinated. To think about proximity, think about a bumblebee, for example. He will need to visit each one of these plants, so they need to be somewhat nearby. For winterberry, it is recommended that you have about 5 to 10 female plants for each male in order for them to get properly pollinated and then produce abundant fruit. This can be a little different for each species. In general, a male will be able to pollinate a number of different females if he's in the local area. But how do you tell the difference between a male and a female when there's no fruit? Well, I'll give you a little tip on how we do that, but we gotta go out to the nursery. In the summer, fall, is that we know that each one has berries. So the females have the berries, but eventually the berries fall off and they're not there in the spring. So when we have a client roll up, we just want to make sure that we know what we're giving them. So we mark the individual plants after we can see the berries. We just mark them with some flagging tape. So here we are at the patch of winter berries, and we have a whole bunch of orange flagging tape, and that's on the females. And the males, we just don't mark at all. Just one of the tips that we use to keep track of which is which. It's cold out there. I hope that clears up the difference between monoecious and dioecious plants, or maybe you learned something brand new that you just didn't even know, that there was individual male and female plants. One thing to note is that monoecious plants, it is recommended that you get 2 in a number of cases because this provides cross-pollination and will just a more abundant and healthier fruiting process for the plant. That said, you can visit our website. We're going to have some information about monoecious and dioecious plants. Until next time, I'm Kyle. I enjoyed making this video and I hope you enjoyed watching it, and we plan on making more. So stay tuned and see you in the next video.